I'm sitting in my truck, which means this video is done. The training bullshit with Stevens is finally here. This video is going to be a lot longer than my first one. Obviously, if you didn't see the timestamp at the bottom, quite long. But yeah, I got some notes here that I wrote down. Let's start with things you might need for your truck, right? You want to skip this shit, I'll put timestamps. But mini fridge, obviously. Microwave, they say 900 watts. Mine's having some issues keeping up with the, maybe it's the power block that I have it plugged into, I don't know. So I'll have to get another one. Like the extension cord with all the extra plugs in it. A little broom, it helps to be able to sweep your truck out. It's gonna get fucking dirty in here. TV, whatever. If you want to get a TV, you don't absolutely need it. Definitely napkins, paper towels, so that you can keep. You're gonna learn all this shit on the truck, of course. Food, assorted variety, you know that. A lot of water, like bottled water, to be safe. And then, of course, I always go into the truck stops. I got like 3 thermoses I fill up with water. I got a booger? No, I think it's a hair. Armor All window cleaner. There's like multi-purpose cleaner and stuff. You get $25 a month through Stevens to buy supplies for your truck, like shit like that. More charging cables. You can keep all your shit charged. There's a shitload of like 12 volt plugs, like a car charger. They're all over the place. Let's see. Something to set my laptop on my truck. Of course, there's a video in here showing you the inside of the truck, which you guys have probably already seen. You're gonna already see them when you're in your own training truck, but just you'll get a glimpse of it at the end of this video. Like a crock pot, an air fryer, something to go alongside, like a George Foreman. I got a George Foreman and an air fryer. You don't, I mean, you may not necessarily, if you don't have money to buy that kind of shit, it's something good to have on the truck, so you're not the amount of money that you can spend at these places is astronomical, and they are strategically placed far away from Walmarts and shit, and you can't park at every Walmart, so their fucking prices are outrageous. So when you get home time, stock the fuck up on shit, because you're getting like 74-cent chow mein. It's like the bougie version of fucking ramen noodles. 74 cents. When you go to the truck stop, it's like $2. A can of fucking Campbell's soup, like just a hearty soup thing from Campbell's or whatever, fucking $4.50. It's like you might as well buy a burger if you're gonna spend that much. Electric skillet, you don't need all that shit. Seasonings and stuff for your meat or whatever if you're gonna be cooking. Lots of paper plates or bowls. So you want like one certain bowl that you want to eat out of that you're not, gonna be against fucking washing every time you eat out of it. That's a good thing to have. Pam, that's just for all your shit. A coffee pot is nice. Coffee out here is expensive, like $2 even for just a medium, like $1.89 for a medium at Love's, and $1.69 for a small. You might as well just get a large and pay $2.09, and just you're gonna end up spending that anyways. Tupperware to keep your food in, or there's a lot of Ziploc bags and shit like that, and deodorant, obviously, your bathing necessities and shit like that. So let's move on to the training thing. We're at 3:20 right now in time. The experiences while being on a trainer truck. Now, I will state right off the bat here that, like I say in all my videos, your mileage may vary. Meaning, you're definitely going to experience something differently than I am. Or the person, like everybody watching this is going to have a different experience with their trainer, right? So, you just got to keep that in mind. Sorry, I've got all my trip plans and shit in here too, so I don't know where the hell I put all my notes, but I know I wrote my notes down. For all this shit. See, like all of this, it's all writing based off of like the trips. You're gonna want a notepad. Don't forget a notepad. So you can write your load number, you can write your pickup number. So when you're going to the shipper, you have your pickup number, and you write your trailer number down, loaded and empty miles, your due dates and shit like that, so it's easy to find. So, first off, the first things first. First trainer, fucking awesome. He was dedicated. Obviously, you guys will see that in this video. Great guy, right? I learned so much with this dude. So I'm gonna eat too because I'm fucking hungry. Great dude. Second trainer, not so much. So let's do this. When I was going to get assigned a trainer, it was right at Christmas time, like the week of Christmas. I was done with orientation, ready for a trainer. So, and they have you like just kind of hang out. You're still getting paid, but you're not doing shit, right? You're just burning time. So they told me that I got to go home, but you have to find your own way home. So I got myself a plane ticket and flew out that day. I had to take an Uber to the airport. The works. But I got to spend 4 days home during Christmas, which you'll see in this video. And then I flew and I left the day after Christmas. I had to be at the airport at like 4 in the morning to fly out to go to Georgia to meet my trainer. He was on a craft route. He's on a dedicated route for the craft. So it's East Coast only. So I wasn't going to get my West Coast. So I was going to have to get a second trainer, and I knew that. So that was going to cut more time in. It only took me 5 weeks and like 2 days to still finish. But that's only because, I will say this, both my trainers didn't know how to run my clock. I'll explain in here in more detail. I'll explain it now. You want to run like 8 to 8.5 hours a day, because you want to take into account that you got to do your PTI at the end of your day, PTI in the beginning, of course. Those are all on duty time, and that cuts into your hours. So you definitely want to do that. Yep, you want to avoid doing your resets too when you're on the truck, because you don't want to be sitting around for 72 hours when you could be using or 34 hours when you could be using those hours to knock this off your clock. But so 8 to 8.5 hours a day driving, and including your PTI at the end of the day, then you should be golden. You run yourself in a reset, and if your trainer should be able to drive those miles as well. It took me 1 day to get a trainer, dedicated East Coast, fly route to Dallas, wait up to 7 days for next trainer. So when you switch it from a dedicated trainer, if you don't have one lined up, they fly you back to Dallas. So make sure you don't have anything like on the road that you brought with you that you can't bring, or stuff inside your bag that you bring with you. So be sure, if you do pack your bag, leave some room for shit, because your trainer most likely will buy you something. Most awesome trainers will buy you something. My one trainer got me the air fryer. The other trainer just gave me a $100 bill. So I went away with some stuff, right? When they fly you back to Dallas, you can wait up to, but not limited to, at least on average 7 fucking days to find another trainer, especially during the holidays. What the fuck is that? Oh, that's my damn fridge. So just keep that in mind. Now, the process, like, I'm gonna explain everything about the trainers and all the shit that happened with that within the video. But what I'll explain now is what happens when you're in grad class and you do the truck. So grad class, you sit there for 2 days, you relearn all the shit you did learn in orientation over again, but in 2 days or 3 days instead of the 4 that you were in grad class, or in orientation, which ended up being like 3 days for me. After you're done with that, it's over, right? You do grad class, you do some maneuvers, you do a road test, and you do a backing maneuver. And then you, of course, you do a PTI, but it's like a group project. So it's easy. You know, you can work together. It's an old truck, you know, so there's a lot of shit wrong with the trailer. So you just got to mark all of that down. And then the road test is probably, it's a little shorter of a route than you do when you take your CDL test. Watch your following distance. Make sure that you clear those lights. You're not in red, like in yellow when you're trying to turn. Hope to God when you go through it, they're not doing construction like they were for me. I failed the first time, I had to take it the second. That's the first thing I've ever failed with Stevens, is that. And that's because the guy that I had in my truck with me was an asshole. But they want to get you out. They want to get you in a truck. So I sat around and waited, I think, 2.5, 3 days before I got a truck. I'm jumping from Budget Inn to the Luna, to the Budget Inn to the Luna. And I stayed mostly at the Budget Inn. Budget Inn, you can only stay for 1 day. So you bring lug all your shit with you. It's literally like an exit down. So we walked there a lot of the time because there was no shuttle running. So walk to the Budget Inn, you stay there 1 night. It's not as bad as it used to be, I imagine, but it's still shit. It's not any better than the Luna. But you're going to be juggling from that, or I was juggling from that, because there are so many fucking people that the Luna was full. The Budget even got full, and they had to start sending people to the Quality Inn up the road from the yard. So it was just a fucking shit show, dude. Not enough fucking shuttle drivers. The shuttle drivers are having to drive to 3 different places now, so they're late getting everybody where they need to go. It's like, if you're gonna go, just to be safe, I would bring your own car. You could park it on the yard as long as you need to. Like, go buy you a fucking like $400 or $500 beater and just keep it on the yard. So when you come back, you have a fucking way to get around. You can keep all your shit in there too. You only need to bring up the necessities. So you don't have to juggle all that shit every day. But anyways, on with the rest of this video. If you want to stick around and watch the rest of it, fine. You're gonna see the slight, if not dramatic, change that is me from start to finish. I'm finally in my truck. I'm on my second load right now. I'll make separate videos about that, which will probably be out before this one will be, because I still need to put it together. But anyways, I hope you enjoy it. If you don't finish the video and you stop in here, remember, love it, hate it, fucking rate it. I don't care if you subscribe. I don't care if you like or dislike or what, comment, whatever. If it helped you, awesome. That's why I'm doing them. I'm not doing it for monetary gain. But I will say, when I start sending out my videos from the dash, because I have a dash cam, it's not that great. So I'm gonna probably like be hinting in a lot of my future videos. Yeah, if you want to start a Patreon, if you just want to, send me some money so I can get a better camera for y'all, whatever. Anyways, I'll see y'all in the next video. Later in a couple seconds when this changes over. All right. Morning. It is 12:21. Just a little bit before Christmas. It's day one after orientation, rather, I'd say. It's Monday, and I am waiting. I came here like an hour and a half early, but I'm getting my CDL today from the DMV. You should already know. If you don't, it's $97. You don't need your proof of residence or any of that shit. You need to bring your license, your CLP, and your birth certificate if you can, to prove that you're you when you go to pick it up. Proof of residence and shit was all given when you got your permit. I'm on the yard right now. I'm walking back. I went and got me a Monster because I ain't got shit else to do, so I'm recording this too. But I'm hoping they stick me on the truck with the trainer today or tomorrow. They fly my ass out tonight, or I don't know what the hell they're gonna do, but I'm gonna ask for sure. Because if I'm not going nowhere, I want to fucking go home for Christmas. But I won't be mad if I don't. I'm gonna try not to make this one as long as the other one. It's definitely not gonna be that long, especially if I have an asshole trainer. But I'll keep you guys updated, and we'll see what happens. But yeah. All right, it's still the same day. We are at the DMV waiting to get our CDL license. My appointment is at 12, so technically I can't fucking go in until 11:30. So bring stuff to do when you come out here, because you can be sitting around, especially if your driver has to take a piss. We're sitting outside in the parking lot right now, just chilling out. It's 9:36, and my appointment's at 12. So 11:30 is when I can go in and do my check-in, and then hopefully I'll just be able to get in and get out. Because yeah, so just a aforementioned warning: you got to be here early. You have to be here early. You're gonna take a shuttle to come get your license, and you're riding with a bunch of everybody else. Everybody else is here. There's a Stevens truck. Everybody's riding together. So just prepare yourself to sit out here and not do shit. Sit in the parking lot. Unless COVID's over, you're gonna be sitting in the parking lot for a little bit. So just a forewarning. Again, I'm back because I'm bored. But you better hope to God you don't have somebody that's on the bus with you that just doesn't stop talking. We've been together as a group for about, I don't know, 2 hours already. It's only 10:20. This dude has not stopped talking. I think the ride up there he stopped for a second, but he just, oh my God, every fucking thing you say, anything you say, he's got a story about it. And I guarantee you, depending on when you go, you're gonna have at least one of those people in your class, or with you, or anything. I hope to fucking God my trainer is not like that, because I'm gonna throw myself out the fucking window at 60 miles an hour. Still waiting. We can't go in early. We have to do our wait time. I don't know what's worse, waiting until noon. I mean, I'm one of the last ones that's gonna go. Some guy's already gone, and he went right as soon as we got here. He was able to get in, and we had to fill out paperwork again. The paperwork we already filled out for our permit test. We got to fill it out again. Just remember, do not sign the bottom until you get inside, because you'll probably have to fill it out again, because someone has to witness you sign that. Somebody at the CDL office. But he seemed to have been in and out pretty quick, so I hope that once we get in there, we'll be in and out. There isn't really a line anymore to get in, and everybody's appointment only. So when you guys get here, you probably get sent up to the front, and unless you have an appointment time that's close to where you're at least 30 minutes before, they'll send your ass back out into the parking lot. There's really no waiting area. to hang around, but this is just because of COVID. If COVID is gone by the time you guys come out here, you won't have to deal with this shit. You'll be able to go inside and wait, which I guess it doesn't really matter. It's a pretty day. It's just blue skies everywhere. So yeah, anyways, I'm already gonna have to edit 3 videos together on my day 1. Whatever. Alright, I'll see y'all next time. Christmas Eve, December 24th. As y'all can tell, I'm no longer at the hotel. I came home for Christmas, and you'll hear the babies in the background too. I just fed them. But yeah, I got to come home for Christmas, and I couldn't be happier. I'm gonna surprise my big kids. I got my little babies in here while Mama gets some much needed catch up sleepy time, because she's been working harder than I have, going and getting this freaking CDL. Oh, just being here 2 days so far, I've really tried to do what she does by myself. It's only 8:41. I've been up for about 40 minutes, and I'm already ready to go back to bed. So she's kicking ass. She's kicking way more ass than I am. I'm gonna be sitting on my ass 10, 11 hours a day, driving this damn truck and trying to squeeze in regular things that I should be able to do on a daily basis, like showering or laundry. But I've talked to my trainer already, and he sounds really cool. They're gonna fly me out to Atlanta on Saturday. Today is Thursday, so I've got a couple more days here at home, and go from there. I don't know how I'm gonna do my video or structure my videos exactly. I don't know if he's cool. He's like 45-year-old white dude. He's a smoker. He sounded really down to earth. He sounded like he wouldn't snore when he sleeps. We'll see, because we're gonna be sharing a little bitty ass space together. So hopefully he doesn't. Hey, stop it! Hopefully he doesn't snore when he sleeps. But anyways, you can see the babies are getting restless. So I figured I'd give you all a little update before I head out Saturday. All right, I'm getting back to work. Last day home. Last night, really. It's Merry Christmas, by the way. It's Christmas Day. I had a great day. I had a great time off. I was able to come home, as I said in my previous video. And I'm getting ready to shower, and I gotta be up at 4 in the morning to ship out. They fly me out of airport to Atlanta, Georgia, to meet my trainer at a truck stop out there. And I'll start my 6 weeks of over-the-road training with a driver trainer. So I'm trying to soak up as much time as I can at home. I really don't want to sleep because I missed my family so much, and I got to see everybody and surprised my kids and everything. I might have thrown a video in from that. I wrapped myself up in one of those things you put on the table, and they're the reason. All my kids and my family, that's the reason why I'm doing all this. This damn COVID kicking everybody's ass, and yeah, so I'm very tired. Did a lot today. Been kind of spoiling my wife by doing stuff around the house so she can kind of get a rest, because she's been doing a lot more work than I have. So tomorrow will be the day that it starts, where I am going to actually be able to share my experience with the driver trainer at Stevens. I'm going to ask as many questions as I can. I'll try to find out what's going on with off time and home time. It's already looking good, because the reason why I was able to come home is because my trainer was on off time for Christmas, which is great. And it looks good, and I've talked to him. He sounds really cool. We'll see how it goes. I mean, he's an older guy, so I don't know if he's going to dig the whole camera thing, but when we're at truck stops, or I'm off on my own somewhere, or he's out of the truck and I've got some time to shoot a video, I can update you guys. And it's probably not going to be as frequent, because I'm going to be trying to drive as much as possible and shorten the amount of time I'm on that truck. I know he's probably not going to be in no hurry, and I probably won't get to drive tomorrow, but I'm hoping, I got my fingers crossed, that I'll be able to drive, and he'll just kind of show me shit along the way. So I'm just going to play it by ear and see how it goes. But I figured I'd update you guys, tell you Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and I'm hoping the next time you see me, you see I've shaved up, and I got nice and perked up for my wife and stuff here now. But when I get on the road, I'm not doing that anymore. I want to be as scruffy as I was when I left my training. So anyways, I will update you guys. See you in a couple seconds, I suppose, and
you'll see what happens next.
What up? Day one of actually training. It's going freaking awesome. Got the second highest grossing trainer in the company, right behind an LLC. So technically, as a solo driver, solo contractor, he is the best by himself. He's even beat out other LLCs. So I lucked out. The only problem is he's dedicated. So I'm not gonna be able to get my California mountain pass with him. So I'll likely get all my hours with him, and then I'll have to switch over to another trainer. But I'm hoping to get the majority of all my hours knocked out with this guy, because he's letting me drive as much as I want. It's day one, endurance is high. I've been driving for about 5 hours so far today. Already went and on my first day of training, picked up a load, dropped off Deadhead, and then I picked up a load for shipping and receiving. Did all that, got the paperwork, went and got weighed, and we're at a truck stop. Got me some 2 for $5 Whopper yumness over here. Stopped at a Pilot, and we're fixing to grub down. I gotta take my 30, so we decided to stop off here. I'm gonna eat, probably take me a whizzer, and then you know, move on down the road. What's funny is my first stop that I've got is taking me back to Houston. So they flew my ass back out, which I don't mind. I'm getting my hours anyways, and I'm getting a jump on stuff because I want to be home at ASAP again. Of course, I got to go home for Christmas. That's great. But they got me going right back to Houston, so I got to see my family a little bit more before I head back up. We're basically only going to be able to touch. Yeah, those tandems are far out. You can hear them rubbing this shit. But yeah, everything's kind of far out, you know. But he's only on, like, you're looking at the U.S., a map of the U.S., he just does the east side, basically. Anywhere from Texas and up, and over to the right-hand side. So, that's what I'll be doing. But yeah, you want to see my handiwork? Just back that bitch in the Stevens transport truck. Didn't even have to use a pull-up. I'm a little close to the truck next to me, but that's okay. Anyways, yeah, I'm gonna hit y'all up later. I'm gonna eat me some grub. Then, chill out.
Alright, so it's my first night at a truck stop, sleeping in the truck. 28 degrees, probably about half an hour outside of Florida. I'm in Georgia right now. Went and got me some water, my Christmas gift. Heading back to the truck now. I think my trainer's still asleep. It's like 1 in the morning, almost 2. We're supposed to be heading out at 3. So I'm getting a jump on it. I got me about 5-6 hours sleep. I feel like that's good enough for me. I'm eager to start. So he's gonna drive for a little bit, and if I still need a rest, you know, he's gonna drive for 2 or 3 hours. And if I need a rest, I'll probably get back in the sleep berth while we're driving and get me some more rest before we drive. Before I get to drive. But I'm gonna shoot for about 9 hours today for my first run. But today is official when we start training. So about to jump back up in this truck, see what we're working with. It's probably still asleep. I think the APU kicked on as soon as I got out. And yeah, I'm excited. Finally get this over with. Start my trucking career. You know what I mean? Anyways, here we go. I think we fueled up yesterday. We'll probably get a shower today. Or tomorrow, I don't know. But yeah, anyways, I'm excited. Let's get it.
What up? 12:29. Having a little breakfast at the HEB distribution center in Houston, Texas. Day 3 on the trainer truck. I knocked out a lot of my stuff in the beginning of my trips. I think I've already showed day 1 video. I was gonna do a day 2 video yesterday, but I figured I'd wait till today. I avoided an accident. It happened about 150 feet in front of me. I was behind the wheel maybe 4 or 5 hours. Truck comes up. There's a
police officer, sorry, there's a police officer right next to, it's on the shoulder, right? So technically we're supposed to get over, but there was already kind of congested traffic, so I thought I would just slow down instead, drive it at a decent pace. You know, I was doing 65. I'm fully loaded. I got 80,000 pounds. This other semi was up a little ways, got over. They started slowing down pretty heavy because, you know, they got rubberneckers and stuff. So the semi was not able to stop in time and rear-ended the back of a pickup truck. It blew out the front tire on the tractor. Smoke and fucking dust everywhere. And everybody saw that happening, started to swerve into the right-hand lane, the one that I'm in. I was able to bring the truck to a complete stop and avoid another accident. 65 miles an hour fully loaded. My trainer almost shit himself, but he told me I lied on my resume. I didn't swerve. I was able to control my speed. I did stab braking. This shit all just happened in my head. Like my body took over when this happened. So, natural born truck driver right here, motherfucker. I think I already told you that my trainer is number 2 on the contractor list as far as running miles and earning money. He's technically number 1 for solo driver as a company driver. The one ahead of him is an LLC with 4 trucks on his fleet. So my trainer's kicking ass, and I feel like I was doing pretty good in the school. Like, you know, one of the top students for sure, definitely up in the top 10. So for me to get lucky and get number 1 on the list, I'm gonna call him number 1, even though if you want to call him number 2 to make you feel better, whatever. Behind an LLC, I feel like he's good doing it on his own. He's beating other LLCs, and he's a solo driver. So I thought I had a bruise. But anyways, yeah, so that happened yesterday, the only day too. We already got to our ship. We had to sit on this load for a day, so we lost some time. But I got to go home and spend time with my family again. I got to stay the night in my own house yesterday. My wife came and got me. I was only about 30 miles from my house where we stopped up. So yeah, it was a good night, and I'm looking forward to doing some more runs. And I'm hoping that these guys give us a text early so we can drop this load faster. And then we'll be able to get dispatched again and hit the road again. I'm ready to start driving. But I had him start his clock already so that I could drive the remainder of my clock. I can get my full clock because I ain't even got a full 10-hour day yet because we've been kicking so much ass that we've been getting to our destinations on time. And even we've been shutting down early because we got time. And now we definitely have time. But we're here early. We're not supposed to drop this load until technically 10 o'clock. But we've already checked in, so hopefully they'll get us early and we'll be able to get back on the road. But anyways, I figured I'd update you guys and tell you that crazy story. Day 2, already seeing some shit. So, already taking care of a lot of stuff. I ain't even got my 30 hours yet to start my 2nd level of training. I wish I could just skip that crap. That's dumb. I already know what I'm doing out here, man. Just show me how to make money on this truck. Let me go. Let me get my own truck. Everybody's got to do it though, so whatever. Anyways, you see I'm still kind of fresh. That's going to change over the weeks. Anyways, y'all take care. I'll see you on the next couple seconds with my next day of what happened. So, yeah.
Alright, we made it to our 2nd drop. We're in Laredo, Texas. We're at the Stevens Yard in Laredo. I wanted to give you a tour of what you can expect if you come out here. Nice TV, cameras, of course, they're watching everything we do. Here's the couch. I mean, it's not bad. They're comfortable. I sat in that one yesterday. That's still my ass prints from yesterday. Little place to eat, place to put your food. Look, they got places that deliver food to you, which is really nice. Little microwave, no stove or nothing. I don't know what's in that room. They do have a shower, which I'm fixing to utilize. There's another bathroom back here. It looks like there's a women's bathroom and more. There's more, but yeah, there's showers and all these things. They're not the best, but they are here. Then of course they got these machines with snacks and drinks, and then washers and dryers. I don't know if they're free. I haven't tried using it, but usually they're free at Stevens. Then you got your little coffee machine right here. So yeah, I'm about to hit the shower real quick before we take off. And it's kind of dark, but whatever. Also, be sure you put that in a Ziploc if you use it. I use that to clean all the bathrooms I go to, because God knows what the hell's inside of here. But yeah, anyways. There it is. Get ready to shower.
What better opportunity to do a video than now? I am now on my first 34-hour break. I'm by myself in the truck. My trainer, we were able to stop in his hometown, so he was able to take some home time, which gave me a chance to do my laundry, and I've been picking up the truck and stuff, waiting for my laptop to charge so I can play on it and stuff. I already did all my tests for level 2. I just hit it on yesterday or the day before, and I just need my hours now and a little more time on the truck. But I'm in the truck now on my own. If you want to check, you got the Freightliner. Got 349,000 miles on it, almost 350,000 actually. This is kind of what you're looking at. There's all my stuff. I'm about to go shower, so I got all my clothes and stuff ready. Just did my laundry. We keep a lot of shit up on the dash. You got space up here. All these cubbies here. There's cubbies there. That's my bunk. I gotta share it with my big ass bag, so pack light. Of course, I'm charging my laptop. There's this fridge, a microwave, little area, his bed, the trash and stuff. Yeah, I got the APU running right now. It's nice and cool in here. Kind of hot in Georgia right now, like 64 degrees. And with I got the curtain up because it's just blocking the sun from there. Excuse me. But man, we had Mexican today, and woohoo, them burps, dude. I'm glad I'm staying in the truck by myself tonight, man. We'd be farting it up in here, eating that Mexican food, just knocking each other out. The next video I have, I might not have no fucking hair left. We'll have to see. Anyways, so far I did my first mountain pass today in the East Coast. He's dedicated, so I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get my West Coast with him. I might have to go with somebody else, but the way it's looking, I think I'm gonna try to talk him into going OTR during the last week of my training, so we can at least hit a West Coast mountain, so I could just I'm gonna get my hours with him, no doubt. But I'd hate to waste time and have to go back to the yard, wait for a trainer, then go back out, get my West Coast mountains, and come back. It just doesn't make no sense to me, wasting all that time when I could be, earning real money, get my home time for sure, and then earning real money when I get back on the road. So I did my East Coast mountain today. It wasn't that bad. It was only 4 miles up and 4 miles down. It was not that bad at all. It actually, by the time it was over, I was like, I took off the J brake, and I was like, that's it? He's like, that's it, man, you're done. Just get up here to this Flying J and take your 34-hour reset. So I'm gonna be on my 34-hour reset. He's gonna keep driving, so he'll be here in the morning, and we're gonna leave. So I'm about to go shower, and I gotta pee like bad, and I don't have anything to pee in here. I wouldn't want to pee in his truck and something else. I don't want to do that. So I'm gonna go inside, pee, take a shower, get all freshened up and shit for tomorrow. Although I'm just gonna be sitting in this fucking seat over here, not doing anything, just watching the road or playing on. I brought a Nintendo Switch and a couple other things to do while I'm on my resets and stuff, or on my 10-hour breaks, and I can't go straight to sleep. I got something to do. So probably eat some dinner here soon and just hang out. I hope that no fucking bums or nothing come up to the door and knock on it and whatever. It's still early. It's only it's almost 4:30, so it's still early. There's a Denny's in here. I'm just gonna eat stuff that I brought. I'm not trying to spend no money. I ain't making none right now, anyways. But I see my scrubs coming back. Yeah, I don't know what I did with my clippers. They might be in my other bag. I just haven't looked through it yet. I need to clip my damn nails. But yeah, so far it's going great. Ready for my own truck. I'm ready to be making my own money. I can basically run this one already. Backing every chance I get. I practiced a little more today. We had a lot of open spots, so I was able to practice some more. I'm overdue. I overthink it a lot, so sometimes I just don't do it right, and people are gonna do it. I've seen vets out here pull up 18 times just to get into a fucking straight spot. First couple days, man, I was fresh off the yard doing backing maneuvers, so I was doing it. But like lately, all I've been doing is driving forward. And usually when we get to these truck stops, we're so damn tired. If we can get a chance we just pull in straight, we do that instead of backing. But I was able to get a couple backings in. I'm gonna keep on doing some backings when I get the chance, especially when we're fixing to shut down. But other than that, just missing home, missing my family, missing my kids, missing my wife. But that's part of the game out here, I guess. You just gotta do what you gotta do for your family, man. Especially since this pandemic ain't going away anywhere anytime soon. Unless for the next year, these vaccines are out now. I ain't gonna take any. I'm an essential worker because I'm bringing Nabisco fucking cookies across the country. But, you know, whatever. I'm on a craft load now, heading back to Florida. We got a bunch of like dressings and shit, and like for your salads and stuff in the back. 80,000 pounds of dressings. So yeah, it's a dedicated route. Hopefully we'll go back to OTR so he can take me on my West Coast mountain. I can see a little more than just the east side of the country. I'm gonna see plenty of that when I get my own truck, but you know, I'm trying to get my wife a souvenir from every state, so all every state that we stop at. Anyways, I'm fixing to go in here and shower. I figured I'd give y'all an update. It's been a minute. I'm about to start putting the video together. Anyways, I finally got my laptop hooked up. I've had it locked up most of the time. It's already dead, so I'm letting the APU charge it for a little bit while I'm getting ready to go shower. But yeah, all right. I'll see y'all in a couple seconds when it's however fucking far along in my video I've gotten. Take care. What's up? I know it's loud. I'm at a truck stop in Florida. I don't know what day it is. I think it's day 8. They said on the Qualcomm that I'm on the truck. We've been here for like 4 or 5 hours. Try to get a repower because our load isn't due until tomorrow. I haven't been able to drive. I've been on reset since yesterday, so I've lost 2 days of drive time, even though I would have got back 9 hours today, and I still had 15 on my clock for the 70. I feel like I'm just kicking fucking rocks around right now. Not very happy. I'm losing time at home. I know it's going to be an issue as a truck driver to be home as much as I want, but I want to get my hours so I can get my own damn truck already. The routes they got us running are like 1,000 miles, 1,300 miles. These are all loads that my trainer can do on his own. We're not running either one. Like, I'm running my clock and that's it. And if I can't run, he's running it, his clock. It's just a big ass waste of time. And then he's already talking about quitting and shit. And I already know I'm gonna need to get another fucking trainer for my mountain pass, so that's even more fucking time, more flights, more moving my shit around, more throwing away tubes of toothpaste that I fucking bought just so I can get a damn mountain pass. I'm not liking it at all. I'm missing home a lot now. I'm like really homesick, and I would really just like to get my hours over with, and I wish they'd stop fucking around and give us loads that I can put my hours into. Yeah. Really, I just wanted to complain, and maybe it'll make me feel better. It's like 6:30. Yeah, it's about 6:30. It's already dark as fuck outside. It's not cold at all. I'm wearing a fucking t-shirt, or baseball tee. And I'm standing out in front of the truck right now, smoking, because he's already asleep. I imagine we're not going to be waking up early. I don't know what time this load's due, but I know it's not going to be at 5 or 6 in the morning when we'll wake up, so I guess I'll just wait around and see what happens. I'll update y'all next time I get a chance.
Yes, I'm peeing. Yes, I just woke up, but you gotta see the bathroom that I finally came to and saw. I didn't think I was going to, but I saw it.
You take a dump? Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead and take a dump.
I'm so glad nobody was in here like taking a shit when I had to go to the bathroom, because yeah, I just woke up and we're running some more, so I just needed to show that.
I am sitting on the truck waiting for my 10 hours to go. I still got like half an hour. I've been on the truck for about 16 days now, and I think I just crossed the threshold of level 4 hours, but I am only 2 days into level 3, so I have to wait 7 days to get my level 4, from what I understand. I guess I'll find out tomorrow if I can start blasting through 4, 5, and 6 when I get my hours. I'm gonna go ahead and take a reset. I've still got about a day's worth of driving in me, but my trainer says that it'd be better to sit on it, let him drive, so we can run the truck, and then if we need my hours on Monday, I'll get my recaps back for last week. So basically, I've literally ran my clock out 2 weeks in a row, and it's 1, because of the loads they're giving us, and 2, because my trainer hasn't been running the truck right. I should be driving about 8 hours a day or so I can continuously get back recaps, like 8 to 8.5 hours a day. That, and then of course about maybe tops about an hour or so of on-duty time, so that I don't run myself into reset. That'll always put me around under 10 hours of complete on-duty time. That includes drive time. So
your on-duty time is going to count towards your 70 hours. If you're on duty, then you are running that clock down. You have 3 hours a day of on-duty no drive time before it starts cutting into your drive time, which is about 11 hours a day. You never want to run that clock out. Whenever you get out of training, all you want to do, you're telling yourself, I want to be able to run 10 fucking hours a day straight driving. You don't want to do that because you're going to run yourself in a reset in like 5 days. You're not going to be able to finish out that 10 hours on that last day. You're only going to be able to drive a couple hours. So you're really hurting yourself if you don't just drive 8 hours a day. And that's the reason why they structured it that way. So you're not overdoing it. I've been driving 9.5 to almost 10 hours every single day for the last 2 weeks. And it's killing me. This is my second reset. That's a total of like 78 hours that I haven't driven, that I could have driven and been that much more ahead. So just keep that in mind when you get out there, or when you get on a truck, or if you're thinking about getting on a truck or whatever. Just remember, drive 8.5 hours a day, maybe at the most, and then do your PTIs and all your fueling, all that shit. Make sure that you run under 10 hours a day so that you don't run yourself into reset. Okay? All right. I'll catch y'all next time.
Yeah, it's kind of loud, but just wanted to reiterate on running your time the right way. It's going to be partly due to your trainer and the loads you're getting. My mindset when I left was immediately, I need to run 10 hours a day and then I'll be golden. I'll be done in 24 days. Not really. If you drive 10 hours a day, you have to do at least a 3-minute PTI before you start your day, and a 30-minute PTI after you're done running for the day. Also, I'm getting into this truck, but also, hold on. No. Jesus. Yeah, I'm in the truck by myself right now. So yeah, you're doing all this stuff. God damn, dude. The gray is really coming. I can't really see. The wisdom highlights, bro. But yeah, so sorry, I'm moving around in the truck. My trainer's gone. He's taking his 34. He started his 34 yesterday. More or less the way we've been running the truck is I've been driving. He's been very generous with giving me my hours, but in turn, it's costed me more time than it's given me, because technically, so I'm trying to get the accessory key in here so I can turn the accessory on. But more or less, it's costing me hours, because I'm on my second reset. I've only been driving I've been on the truck for about 16 days, 15 or 16 days. So more or less, I've lost 34 times 2 is 68. So I've lost 60 hours potentially of drive time sitting on my ass not driving and wasting time. So you want to literally drive about 8 to 8.5 hours a day. Allow yourself that 3-minute and 30-minute PTI. For sure, those are going to be your time sinks. Your fueling and all that other shit that you're going to have to do. Usually I just go into off-duty break so I can maximize the amount of time I'm not taking away from my on-duty, because any on-duty time counts against you, but you get it back on your recaps. So you do the recaps. Every 8 days you get back that first day through the week of how much you're driving. So technically, I took my reset Friday night, just like last night. I took my reset last night. We're back in Georgia. He's able to get some more home time, and I'm on my reset now. So I won't be able to drive again technically till Monday. And that's whether I survive my whole time or I get my recap time back from Monday. But I don't know if I actually get it back on Monday or if I get it back Sunday night. So we'll have to see. Another thing you have to remember, the days will run together. Depending on your trainer, it's going to be completely different, I'm sure, than my experience. So far, mine's been great. My trainer shares his shower credits with me, so I'm able to shower when he does. We usually shower every other day, so it's very nice. The truck's not really stinking and shit from just just being men. He's bought me food. I can't count you how many fucking times. Because I've been running hard, but the loads, it's kind of against it. If we run together, technically I'm level 3 now. At level 2, we were able to run our clocks together at a total of about 17 hours a day. So you run 17 hours a day, you can get a 1,500 mile load done in 2 days. because we can knock about 700 or 800 miles off, even more than that, because I'm running 600s now. I'm running about 9 to 9.5 hours a day, and I'm getting about, on average, about 600 miles a day. That's because I control my water intake and how much I'm eating and drinking during the day, so that we don't have to stop. And lately, he's been sleeping a lot in the back, so while I'm driving, so that if he needs to take over, he can, and he's rested. So we could technically get a lot of miles behind us, because he's obviously a better driver than me, because he's been doing it longer. But I feel like my endurance and everything's up. At the first week or two, my ass was hurting. Take your wallet out unless you got a flat one. Use cruise control often, because you can position your feet in certain ways as long as you're close to the brake pedal. If you need to cancel, there's also a cancel button on the steering wheel. Just remember, you got to get used to not having it, because for the first couple of months, I think, you're not going to be able to use your cruise control. They're going to have a lockdown. So keep that in mind. Your wallet needs to come out of your pocket. I usually stick it on the dash. Just don't forget it when you leave, because I can't count how many times I've tried to go get some more water or something, and I leave my cup, and I have to turn my ass around and go get it. Or I get into the store, and I'm halfway through, draining out the main vein, and I remember that my wallet is in the fucking truck. So that's another thing. My lips are chapped as fuck. No matter how much chapstick I put on, they're chapped. Especially in the winter months. And if you're prone to getting electrocuted by static, it's going to be hell for you. A lot of people aren't affected by it. I overreact, because I feel every bit of that electricity going through, and it fucking hurts, no matter how small it is. Like, I even get terrified opening up one of those fucking biscuit canisters, waiting for that pop, that final pop, to say, all right, it's open now, the pressure's gone. So I overreact to crap like that. But yeah, keep all that in mind. You'll be golden, man. I know I haven't done a lot of videos. I've been driving a lot. You see my scruff's coming back, and everything's getting grayer. And being away from home sucks a lot. That's the biggest thing. I'm always thinking about home and my kids and my wife, and it's hard. That's the hardest part. What makes it easier is having a great support system from home as well. My wife is very supportive. We both understand that this is something that I have to do right now because of the virus, and no, I can't get an IT job, and I'm not home every night, and I'm sometimes 1,000 miles away from her, and I can't just come home. And it doesn't get any easier. If anything, it gets harder. But having that support structure helps. If you're in a new relationship or something, this is definitely going to test their faith, you know what I mean, and yours. I'm not saying that there's lot lizards out the wazoo while you're out here, but I'll say the night that I got some home time, my trainer was visited by a lot lizard. She was like, hey, what you doing with your fine self? And of course, I think she was just homeless, and she wanted some money, so she was willing to do something for that money, which technically makes her a lot lizard. But when he declined the offer, she's like, well, do you have $1? Is that all you're gonna charge? I'm sure he would have second guessed bringing her into the truck, but maybe not. You get what you pay for, type of thing, but weak men won't survive out here. Weak-willed men, not weak men. Weak-willed men will not survive out here. I've been tested a lot while I've been out here. I've only been out here, I've been on the truck for 16 days, and I even got 3 days into my being on the truck, I got to go home, and it's just subjective, based on you. It's all on you. Can you handle it? Can you fight yourself? If you got a girl at home and you trust her and she trusts you, and you guys have a great relationship, and you remind each other every day how much you love each other, and you do all that mushy shit, right? the puppy love comes back, this long distance relationship type stuff, you're gonna get your fill of being tested, like your relationship, and a lot of it is probably gonna be just in your own head. You're gonna fill your own thoughts with the road, and you just start getting into it with each other, and it's harder. What I will say, I've come to a couple of realizations while I was out here, and one of them was just recent. And I would say that it was all in my head. It's all in my head. It's hard to be out here. It is, really. You think that you could just do it. If you're a single dude, you probably would already stop watching by now, but if you're not, you got a family at home and you're trying to provide for them, and you got a woman at the house that you love, and you both understand this is just something that you got to do, and she supports you and she loves you, then it's fine. And really the only thing you're gonna have to fight with is yourself. And if you're insecure in any way, that's gonna be the hardest thing to do, fighting with yourself. And I've just kind of gotten a taste of what kind of person I've been to my wife, and I've since fixed that. But I know it's gonna take me some work, and it's gonna be hard, but with everything, it's a process, and it'll get easier over time. And as long as you have that support system at home, and they're patient with you, or you're patient with them, and y'all can still work it out and stuff, then it could be very fulfilling. And right now, I know I'm not making much. When I get my own truck, I probably won't make much at first, but I want to make this a career that I can comfortably leave home, know that I have that support structure still at home, know that my babies are still going to be taken care of, all my kids are going to be looked after and everything, and I'll be able to provide until something opens up closer to home. So if something that you're really worried about is like the home time, you're not going to be able to text while you're on the truck. Shit, most trainers won't even let you call. So you're going to have to get used to not talking to your other half for long periods of time. Unless your trainer's cool, or you're a decent driver, a decent enough driver where your trainer can literally fall asleep while you're driving, like mine does, because my lane control is on point, and I do the speed limit. I'm a safe driver, so he feels comfortable sleeping back there. And I know I've been ranting on, but I'm not really doing anything else right now, and I got off time, and I've got time to fill, because my other video was like an hour long. I don't plan on this one being that long, but yeah. I feel like I could spend a little bit of time kind of digging into some of the deeper aspects of what a trucking job entails. The biggest thing is you thinking about home, and that could be a dog, that could be a cat, or a pet of some kind. Your family. A lot of people they have families. A lot of people have families, and I think about my family, I feel like every second of every day. And even more so now that I'm out here. So it's hard. Harder than it would be if I was a single guy, and this would be my house, You can't see it, hold on. This would be my home. My bed's right there, and fucking this is my steering console where I, my CB, and Qualcomm, where Jill talks to me because I ain't got nobody else to talk to. Stuff like that. If you're a single guy, this is the bread and butter. And if you're an introvert, this is your kind of job. This is what you should be doing, because you are your own boss technically, other than these damn sensors on the truck that tell you if you're lane diversions or you're following too close. Other than that, it's not like somebody's hovering over your shoulder like, Johnson, did you get those papers done? I need them done by 12. Like, no, you need this load in this city by this date at this time, or where Steven's going to be charged a late fee, and they'll probably take some of that money out of your check. Now, I don't know for sure, but whatever. Anyways, it's been 13 minutes just on this video, and I feel like I've covered enough for now. I'm going to enjoy what little bit of time I have left with the truck on my own. It is almost 4, so technically I have another 5 hours. I'll probably go to sleep after I talk to my wife for bed. But I'm going to watch Netflix and just do whatever the hell else anybody would do on a 34-hour break. So, anyways, I hope that some of the stuff that I've talked about in this particular portion of the video has helped someone understand and realize what you might be getting into before you come out here. If money is really the only thing you're thinking about, you also got to think about that too. You can't just come out here because of the money. You got to be strong-willed. You got to be able to battle the demons inside yourself, really, to make it. And I will say, with a good support structure at home, again, it really does help. Someone that's patient and able to help you help yourself is all you can ask for, really. So if you got it, hold on to it. Don't ever let go. But I'll see y'all in a couple seconds when I do my next video. Yeah, all right. So it is the 13th of January. I'm at the airport because I'm switching trainers, and it's a ghost town. There's literally nobody. I'm like the only fucking person here. It's very creepy. I've had to piss for a while, but as you can see, I'm taking up 2 of the charging spots, making sure all my devices are charged before the plane ride, because it's 6 hours from. Well, I've been here since 11. It's noon, and it's 2:10. Flight doesn't leave till 3, and there's a layover for 2.5 hours, or 2 hours and 5 minutes in Washington D.C. So I'm gonna need something to do, and then it's another 2 to 3 hour flight from Washington D.C. all the way to Arizona. I don't know what it's going to be like in Washington D.C., but I know that I love Pennsylvania's airport because it was very easy getting in. TSA was very quick. I had to throw out a multi-tool because it had a blade on it, but I should have just broke that damn thing off. I don't even need it. I had a knife on me, which I would have had to leave behind because I didn't realize I was going to be flying again. Keep that in mind. Don't bring any multi-tools or knives with you unless you plan on leaving it on your trainer's truck, or you get lucky enough to meet your trainer right after you get off your other trainer's truck. I didn't know that I was going to have to switch trainers. Otherwise, I wouldn't have brought all that shit. I thought I was going to be stuck with him. And I didn't know he was dedicated until I got there. And he was East Coast. It would have been different if I had a West Coast dedicated trainer, because I would have gotten 2 mountain passes on the West Coast, would have counted for my East. But you had to go to the Northeast to bump a dock, and I did that about 4 or 5 times already. So I've gotten all that taken care of. I'm at 120 hours right now, not including I think right over 120 hours. And that's about halfway through, and I am 2 days away from hitting my 3rd week on the truck. I've been on the truck for 18 days, or 19 days, I think. So 21 days is 3 weeks. That is week 3, and I'm like right on schedule, which is because I had to take 2 resets already. So don't run your clock. I think I mentioned that in a previous portion of this video. Don't run your clock all the way out. Try to keep it around 8 to 8.5 hours if your trainer lets you kind of choose your own hours. I wanted to make sure I could do the 10-hour thing, and I thought that was going to benefit me more, but I wasted 70 potential hours on resets, because 34 hours, it's like 68 hours that I wasted that I could have used to drive, and I was sitting on my ass not doing anything at a truck stop for fucking that long. So I would be way ahead of schedule right now, and I'll probably be done in about a week, but whatever. So yeah, figured I'd update you guys. I'm going to be flying out of here soon. About to take all my shit off the charger and roll out. I'll keep you all updated with my new trainer. He sounds like he's going to be pretty cool. It's actually my old trainer's mentor, so works out perfectly, I guess. I've been really lucky. But yeah, keep you posted. I don't know what today is. I don't know what day. You know what? I could check the messages on the Qualcomm, and I'll tell you how many days I've been on the truck. I can't tell. My trainer is inside Walmart right now, buying shit for the truck, and I am sitting here in the truck just waiting. I went in and got me a couple things. Attention, Brent. Temp CDL expires in 30 days. Contact qualifications. I need to go get my daily progress was sent early. I got 162 hours. I've been on the truck for 27 days, and I don't feel like that's good enough. I've taken 3 fucking resets on both the trucks that I've been on, wasting a total of about 90 hours that I could have been driving. Sitting on your ass, not driving. I've almost been on this truck for 30 days, and I still got like 80 fucking miles I gotta get. So you think about it, and people think about it like that. It's like, oh, you just drive 10 hours a day and you'll be done in no time. No, it doesn't work like that. You can run probably like 8 to 9 hours a day. That's including your on call, your on duty shit.
because then your recaps start coming back, and you on the 8th day, and then you'll be 8 days from 8 days from today. Today's time will come back to me. You get what I'm saying? So if you run 10 hours a day, you'll run yourself into reset in maybe 6 days. And because you got to do your PTI, you stopping for fuel, ship and receiver, PTI at the end of the day, which is at the minimum of 30 minutes, and that all combined goes into your daily 14-hour workday on your on-duty workday. So you are just running yourself into a reset every 6 days, and that's not good because you only get 11 hours of drive time. You get 11 hours 6 days, that's 66 hours, then you're on reset for 34 hours. That's 34 other hours that you could be getting on top of it. So if you just do your recaps right, you run yourself into the 8, 9 o'clock, you do your shit, you run out at about anywhere between 8:30 and 10 hours, 8.5 hours to 10 hours, you will be good on your recaps. Then you won't have to stop, you don't have to take any resets or sit on your ass. It also depends on the load you're doing, but I think I've explained that in a previous part of this video, so I might cut it out if I did. Anyways, my new trainer is an asshole. Like he is. He has a background where he's used to raising and talking and, you know, raising his voice and shit. And behind the wheel of this thing, like when I got on this truck, I was confident. My last trainer was great. He kind of let me do my thing. He let me fix stuff on my own. And if it took too long, then he would step in. Like if I turn the wheel a little too much, he's overreacting, going whoa, 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 like something that would scare. You know, you're not supposed to honk your horn because you just startle other drivers. Well, I'm behind the wheel. I'm 10 and a half hours into my 11-hour drive day because I'm trying to get us to a fucking Love's, which I had 3 minutes on my clock, by the way, left before that was over. And he's whoa, 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 like screaming at me, and I'm like, I'm about to turn this truck over, and I'll have a heart attack on this fucking truck if he doesn't stop. So I already see him walking over here now, so I'm about to help him load this up. I figured I'd give an update. I'm not going to be giving many updates till I get off this damn truck run, unless I get me a little bit of free time, which I have not had, and we have non-stop running. So get ready for that shit. But anyways, I'll catch y'all on the next one. I'll probably summarize all this shit. I need a fucking shower. Alright, I'll see y'all later. So, trying to wake up from being asleep. I drove until 3 in the morning. There's a big dog turd right there. But he woke me up. He said, I don't think you want to miss your restroom break. And then he showed me this. Look at this shit. Oh my, I'm literally like, I could climb that right now if I wanted to. Holy shit. I gotta take me a big old picture of this. But I figured I'd at least get a video of it, because this gotta go. We're in Arizona. Alright.
I know you probably can't see me that well. I hope you can hear me. I got these earbuds in. I'm about 4 days away from completing my over-the-road training. Really here, take that out. We stopped at a truck stop. I'm literally like 30 hours away from finishing. So we're going to Cali, and then we're going back to Dallas. Luckily, I don't have to fly. I'm gonna be able to ride, but yeah, as you probably know from the previous ones, is me and my trainer don't really get along all that well, mostly just because he's an old man, and he wants you to do everything his way. I can't wait to get my own fucking truck. But that's gonna be very soon, so looking forward to it. About to go do some dishes. He is one hell of a cook, I will say that. That's the only reason why I'm sticking around. Not only that, but I need my hours, and I really don't want to waste any time. Anyways, I'll hit you guys back up with more once I have more time. But yeah, that's the latest. It's the 27th. It's my wife's birthday. So, love you.
What up? I don't know how well y'all are gonna be able to hear me, but my trainer's inside doing laundry, and I am in the truck fixing to eat. This is the same night that you just saw. It's about 10 o'clock. I'm fucking tired. I've got like 30 hours left, and I'm done. Fucking done. Now, it looks like I bought these, but he actually made these in the air fryer. Homemade hot wings. So good. I shouldn't be eating spicy shit before bed, but fuck it, I'm a trucker, right? But anyways, I haven't really been able to record shit. This man doesn't want me doing anything that he wouldn't do. Let me get my water. Oh. Basically, he wants me to drive like he drives, and that's just not, I'm not him, you know. I'm also not his age. I'm a lot younger. You like that, Steven's Transport Cup? You want to hydrate at night, man. Oh, God. I'm getting fucking chicken all over my teeth. Sorry. I'm a trucker now, man. You gotta deal with it. But we get in an argument at least every other day. We get into an argument. He's loud, condescending. He's disrespectful. That's the biggest thing. I can't tell you how many people have left his truck because of how disrespectful he is, and he doesn't realize it because he's so fucking old. I'm like, dude, stop fucking barking at me, dude. I was like, this is what I told him. I was like, you know, whenever you're in high school, you're 18 years old, you're in 12th grade, you're 18, you're legally an adult, but you still gotta ask your teacher to go to the bathroom. And then you graduate the next day, and all of a sudden, you have to know how to do your taxes. It doesn't make no sense, right? Like, so he's telling me to run the truck, but the way that if he's up in the front with me, and he's not back here in berth, I'm expecting him to give me direction. Every time I have a problem, like even the slightest issue backing, he wants to take over. It's like, what the fuck am I learning with you doing that? Like, if I'm in California and you're fucking on home time, and I can't get the truck in a spot the first fucking time, am I gonna have to wait for you to drive to California to fix it for me? Like, let me fucking figure it out. Show me what you would do different, but let me do it. No, man. Always too jerky with the steering wheel. If you're driving too fast, but then you're driving too slow, being too safe is unsafe. Like, all of these contradictory things he's telling me, and I don't fucking know what he wants me to do. So what I'm doing, and what I have been doing, is surviving until I'm finally out of this bitch. I turned the light on. It's a lot better, right? These wings are so good. Also, you see, I'm just fucking... Does my hair look gray? Like, all gray? Yeah, it should, because I'm fucking stressing out. The pay is shit. Unemployment's not fucking paying anymore, even though I'm in training. But whatever, that's... So, my first trainer was cool. A little too nice. He let me fix a lot of stuff on my own. This guy, total flip-flop. But it worked out because they're buddies. They both happen to be trainers. This guy happens to... He had just kicked somebody off his truck, so he was looking for somebody. And he heard that I could drive. That meaning, what I've figured out over the last couple weeks is I don't get a lot of lane deviations, and I am not scared of putting my foot to the floor while I'm driving, or hitting curves at night and stuff like that. People like to slow down and shit. I just wanna get my fucking hours. So he took me on. They flew me straight out of it doesn't really matter. I was in one state. I had to fly to DC. I was on the East Coast. Then I flew all the way to Arizona. It was a 6-hour flight. Layover, extra 2 hours. The whole day was wasted, basically. I wish that it would have worked out where we could have drove and I could have got my hours while I was waiting. I felt like I wasted a whole day. And then I get here. We are fixing to cross 3 fucking mountains on the West Coast, and then I needed my West Coast mountain. We only had 23,000 pounds. You have to have 25,000 pounds. So I missed out on that. I just got my mountain like 2 days ago. So that tells you what kind of shit. They've had us all over the fucking place. But now they're routing us back to California. I got my 10 hours today. I got 9. I'm getting 10 hours tomorrow. I'm going to get hopefully 10 hours the next day. And then Saturday to Sunday, we're coming from Cali back to Dallas. And I'll be there by about 3 o'clock. And I should have my hours. I've already taken all my tests. Everything's done. It's just, I'm ready to do grad class, and I'm ready to get my fucking truck. Like, I'm ready to have my own space. I'm ready to not have to share space. I'm ready to not get yelled at for fucking not driving fast enough in the parking lot when there's somebody in front of me, and I've fucking been driving for 11 hours, and I'm tired, and I don't want to hit this dude by accident. I'm tired of him yelling at me for not pulling into the dock, getting into the dock area fast enough, but going super slow when I'm backing into the spot. Like, there's just so many little caveats and little things that he wants me to do that I just won't, I can't. There's just so much information and so many things to remember for him specifically that I'm not going to bring with me when I get my own truck, that I'm trying to remember so that my time in this truck is as stress-free as possible. It's not possible at all. Are these even cooked? I guess I'll find out if I die tomorrow. I don't know. But I gotta look at the truck, but I know it's nice. It's a brand new Peterbilt. Bitch had 15,000 miles on it when I got on the truck. He just got this truck. It's really nice. Like, I want a Peterbilt. Not because this is new, but we put about 20. We're at about 23,000 miles with it now. But I am going to document this all the way up until I get my truck. I'm gonna give you the tour, you know, let you know what I got, as many details as I can. Somebody commented on my training video, being in the training experience, that it was not informational. And then I asked, I was like, all right, so what information are you looking for? I might be able to answer the question. Obviously, what question you had wasn't answered in this video, but if you had the question, you should have just asked the question instead of being an asshole and said, this is not informational. Yes, the fuck it is. How many people commented and said that it helped them? And I'm doing it to help people out. These are the questions that I had before I joined, so that I had an idea. Every fucking video you watch of Stevens is people that are just barking and bitching about not making any money, and zip code to zip code, you paid zip code to zip code, you know, the lease is a scam. And it's like, these people don't run. My trainer is a contractor. He's fucking banking, but he's also a trainer. So he's making my miles and his miles at his rate. So you got to know how to work the system. People don't put into their home time account, which is a specified amount of money out of your checks. You tell them how much you want to take out. They put it in an interest-free loan type situation, or storage area like another bank account, where you can pull out of that with an EFS check whenever you want. So you can keep some EFS checks at home. Your wife or girlfriend needs fucking diapers or something, cut them a check for whatever. Or they need to get, you know, a surgery or some shit, you can send that money. Or you can make your truck payment when you want to take off a week. He also tells me he holds on to some trips. When he knows he's going to have a nice week, he'll hold on to a trip or two worth about 2,200 miles or so, and then he'll turn it in the day he goes on vacation so that his truck note is paid that week, and then he's got a little bit of extra money left over, but he's also good before. So, like, you just got to know how to work it, you know what I mean? And I'll be updating y'all with stuff like that, because I'm going to be doing it. I'm going pre-alliance right out the gate in hopes that with my record and the way that I've been driving and what this trainer is going to say about me, because I am a good driver, I just don't drive the way that he likes me to drive. I'm still a good driver, though. It's just not how he would drive, which is fine. I'm a different person. I'm not him. My previous trainer loved me, and he was fucking awesome. A little too nice, I think, but he'll get it. This motherfucker can cook, though. I made spaghetti. Oh my god. Shrimp, ground beef, fucking, and hot links with spaghetti sauce, Parmesan cheese, and then I made some garlic bread with garlic spread, and we put that bitch in the air fryer. Oh my god. So fucking good. Anyways, I'm gonna finish eating. I don't know if this man's gonna want me to do more fucking dishes. He does cooking, so it's only fair that I do the dishes. But that's another thing. I don't know if it's coming or not. I know he's doing laundry. Alright, I'm still good. This man likes to keep this truck hot as fuck, okay? And I know now that I've been on the truck with him for so long why he's so cold all the time. Because he doesn't do shit. He had me walk into the store 4 fucking times because he kept forgetting shit. I'm like, dude, how is this fucking helping me? Now, at first, he was buying my shit, you know? He bought me some toothpaste, you know, fucking, he hooks me up with a meal every now and then. He spent like $40 on churches the other day. Dude, I'm fucking thirsty. Oh, God. He took me to this nice Mexican restaurant. It was alright. It wasn't like the best, but they had trucker parking, so it was really cool. He's gotten shit for me, you know, but I'm running his miles. He's taking my miles from me, and he's earning his pay on my miles. The time that I'm driving, he's getting paid for it, and I'm getting 500 measly fucking dollars. So, I mean, I kind of expected them to pay for your shower, right? Because you're running the truck too, and I mean, it's only fair, right? They're getting paid for your miles. You're getting $500. You're already not making no money. If you got a family at home, you definitely can't spend any of the money you're making out here, eating out all the time, and you can't always go to a Walmart and just shop. So, I know this is just a long part of the video. Next one will probably just be me with my truck. I won't even need to update anymore. But, yeah. So, I think it's fair that the trainers pay for your showers because they're already getting shower credits. And you can do team shower, which it only costs you 1 shower credit, and you get 2 showers. So, he's already fueling up at Love's constantly. So, when we bathe, it's there most of the time. Sometimes it'll be a pilot or whatever. So, he's fueling up. We're running the miles. He's getting paid for those miles. It's basically team driving. He's making buku money. And it's only fair, right? I mean, I don't expect him to buy my food all the time and shit. I bought myself plenty of stuff to eat and snacks. But at the same time, any food that's in here that I want, I can eat it. I bought some donuts. I told him if he wants some donuts, he can eat the donuts. He just killed one of my packs of donuts. And he ate dinner. Whatever. But yeah. It's a give, you know. We got to get along. We're both trying really hard. All I want right now is for him to sign off on me that I'm ready to go. He's told me countless times that I'm good. I can run the truck. I'm dealing with the shippers by myself, receivers by myself. I'm pulling into the docks by myself. I'm getting into truck stops by myself. I'm getting out of tight spots by myself. I'm basically running the truck. Now he sits in the back while I drive, and he doesn't tell me shit all day. He'll come up to smoke a cigarette. Then he'll come back here and watch his programs or whatever. That's all people do. So I'm gonna eat. I'm fucking tired. I probably just expended the last amount of energy. He's gonna want me to wash this shit. I really don't want to. I'll probably like put some soap in it and water, and I'll put the lid, and then I'm just gonna let it soak because I really don't want to fucking deal with it right now. I just washed everything that he made food with yesterday, so and it's quite a walk back to the fucking truck stop, and I'm tired. So, alright guys, we'll see you on the next one. It'll probably be in a couple seconds, but I'll likely have my truck, or I'll tell you about what grad class is like and what you gotta do in grad class, and then of course, if you're already back here, I would have already explained everything in the very beginning, so you don't have to watch the whole thing. But if you wanted to, hey, thanks for watching. But I'll say that again at the end. But anyways, I'll text. I'm tired. I'll hit y'all up later. Yeah. All right. Peace. What's up? I'm at the Luna. So let me give you a rub. I'm tired. Look at how. Jesus, dude, I don't think I've ever... Look, I can't even grow a real beard. Am I even a man? Jesus. I mean, if I stare straight like this, it looks like I got a beard. God, I need to take care of that soon. And this... anyways, I'm at the Luna. finally. It is, I don't know, 10:30, 11 o'clock at night. I gotta be up I'm gonna be up at like 5:30 so I can be on the yard on time for grad class by 7. And then that's gonna last until 9. And yeah, I don't know what the fuck's gonna happen there. So I guess I'll keep y'all updated when I find out what the hell's gonna happen. Like when I'm there firsthand, of course I can hear from people like what it's gonna be, but I'm gonna give it to you firsthand what I experienced, right? Not hearing what other people say. Now, from all the other videos you've watched up until this point, yeah, there's just so much to talk about. So I was gonna be 3 hours short coming back to Dallas today. We were supposed to drop at 3. I would have had plenty of time to get a room, but I was gonna be 3 hours short. So they sent us on a repower to Waco, which is about an hour and a half away. So do the math, 3 hours there and back. So I did that, we did that, and here I am. So no shuttles are running. It's Sunday, so no shuttles are running past 6. So I had to take an Uber from there to here. It was only $8. They'll pay me back, whatever. It's work related. So that's fine. The driver was, I think we got air going over a railroad track. So I might tip him extra for that because that was actually the highlight of my night. Other than what I'm fixing to tell you, my trainer was fucking tired as shit. He was a handful. I don't know where to start. I mean, I've kind of spelled it out whenever I talk to y'all about it in the last part of this video. But it never got better. He did give me an air fryer, which is also, it's sitting down there with all my valuables in the driver's lounge because I'm only allowed to have this room for tonight. Now, I took the Uber here because my student counselor told me that I was going to have a room, and I confirmed this with her 2 days ago. I told her, I need to be at the Luna on the 31st. I'm scheduled for grad class tomorrow at 7 in the morning. So I get to the Luna, it's 10:30, and I tell her, hey, I'm here to check in. My student counselor was supposed to have set me up with a room here. So she goes, do you have a way to get to the Budget Inn? I was like, no, I just fucking took an Uber here because I was told I had a room here. So she calls Julie, and then Julie says, does he have a way to get to Budget? I was like, I just fucking paid for an Uber. I'm going to sleep on the couch or in the driver's lounge. I'm not fucking going anywhere else. Like, I'm going to have to carry all my shit with me. Like, I've got 6 weeks worth of shit with me right now, sitting in the driver's lounge because I'm not going to be able to stay in this room. Now, I'm going to give you a little tour of the room that they gave me when they said they were actually full. They just told me they were. They do have single rooms at the Luna, and the TV's bigger, but I'm only here for one night. So I'm taking up all the space in here, but I'm happy about that. Here's a nice little sink area, and then of course the shower head is too low. Started at like 9:30. We had to turn the paperwork in to dispatch so somebody else can come pick the load up. My trainer pisses in his seat. I did not know this until I sat down to talk to the gate guard checking in. I sat right in his fucking piss-filled seat, and I'm actually fixing to shower now. I'm finally here. I needed to talk about it. I wanted to get it over with because as soon as I get out of that shower, I'm going to bed. But he pisses in his seat, and I sit in it. So that was not cool. I did not like that at all. But he did give me an air fryer, so that's kind of cool, I guess. And I'm done. I even saw the bright side over everything. I got my own fucking room for one of the 2 nights that I'm going to be here. I'm assuming it's one of the 2 nights I'm going to be here. And then hopefully I get my truck on Wednesday and I get to go home. So, yeah. Anyways, that's what that was. He basically didn't even, we're bobtail. He could have brought me to the fucking Luna, and he didn't. I got all my shit. I had made myself 2 chicken drumsticks. I haven't really eaten today at all because I was so focused on trying to get us here and burning up my clock entirely the whole 11 hours. The last 2 days I've driven 10 hours and 59 minutes to get my clock down. And even now, we turned in my time and I'm
239 hours and 0.96. So I'm so close, but I think they said they were gonna let me slide. So I'm done, and that's the bright side that I was talking about. I finally am fucking out of that goddamn truck with that godforsaken man pissing in his pants on his fucking seat, man, and he's driving that shit all the way back to San Antonio. He's got to drive in it. So I'm not naming any names. I haven't talked about any names. That way their identities are safe and shit. But just the hell that he put me through. That's karma, man. Like I've told y'all in the previous video. I'll tell you again. He's very set in his ways. He's an older man. He likes shit done his way. If it's not done his, and then he's not specific when he talks about stuff. You know, us millennials, we need to know exactly what you're talking about. It's like, can you get the thing a hoot? Can you get the thingamabob off the thing? What the fuck does that even mean? Like, just because you're pointing and shit, it doesn't mean I know what the fuck you're talking about. Or he's like, what's the miles? And I'm like, what are you talking about? The miles to our destination? The miles that we've driven? The miles on the truck? Like, you gotta be more specific. But he assumes that I can read his mind. So it's just a pain in the ass. Anyways, I'm about to take a well-deserved, much needed shower in a bathroom in a hotel versus a fucking truck stop. And I'm gonna lay in this comfortable ass fucking bed. I haven't even sat in it. I don't even want to sit in this bed. It doesn't feel like it's gonna be that comfortable though. It's very springy. Whatever though. I don't care. It's all mine. This whole room is mine. I don't have to share it with anybody. I don't have to worry about anybody fucking my shit here. There's people in the driver's lounge now, but I assume there's cameras in there, so hopefully nobody fucks with my stuff. And if they do, what are they gonna do? The turnover rate at Stevens is fucking abysmal. So, anyways, I'll hit y'all back up after grad class, and I'll let y'all know what happens. I'll probably give you a video, whatever, you'll see after this. All right, yeah, take care. Oh, gotta get my, well, we're in grad class right now. I don't know if I'm allowed to record, but I'm going to anyways. So maybe about, I don't know, the kind of environment that you need to probably get your mindset ready for is we were standing out here. It's the second time this has happened, by the way. Usually around this time. It is 8:27 at night. It is February 1st, 2021. And there is an apartment complex across the street. Well, for the second time, I've heard about 8 or 9 gunshots go off back to back. So, yep, everybody's kind of huddled around the trailers now just in case there's some ricochet or if they're firing in this direction. We will not die. So that's one thing you gotta keep in mind. It's happened so much now that I kind of feel used to it. We just kind of hide out. They're not after us, and we're surrounded by gates and a security guard. Not that I think that would protect us much, because I don't even think he's got anything to protect himself with except a gate code or a clicker to open the gate. But people are moving trailers. We're doing a truck stop parking maneuver that requires us to pull up, turn 90, and then when we're shoulder length with the hole, we turn back out hard right, hard left, or hard right, whatever way we're coming in, go straight, and then we cut it again up until the curb, and then we put it in the hole. And a lot of people are having issues with it. That's the whole reason why we're scheduled to be out here for so many damn hours. I think it was like 2.5 hours we were supposed to schedule to be out here. We got about another 30 minutes to an hour to be out here. So it's Monday. I don't know if it's going to be different on any other day that you guys come out, but that's the situation here. Yeah, so that's what we did. First part of the day was a lot more just random shit that you already know, a lot of safety stuff, where to stop, how many seconds, following distance, right lane crash attempts, rear end crash attempts, topping your trailer, under the crash where they hit this part of the trailer and shit like that. But other than that, it's pretty straightforward. Kind of boring. Be sure you try to get sleep. I was unlucky, obviously. Had a rough night before I came out here. But, I drank me 2 monsters and I'm raring. I just hope that I have a place to sleep tonight. But anyways, you can probably see in my eyes, I'm fucking tired. But 2 more days and I'll be home and I'll have my truck. So I'm ready for that. Anyways, I'll update you guys tomorrow on more stuff, and then we'll see how it goes. I'm sorry if it's loud. It's the end of the day.
on the 2nd, and I'm in the laundry room at the Budget Inn. So the first night was great. I got my own room and everything. Tonight, not so lucky. I am at the Budget Inn, like I just fucking said. I'm so tired and I need to do laundry, so I'm doing laundry. It is 10:41. I'm gonna eat again. We gotta be up and at the yard at 7:30. I don't know if we have to check out of here or not in the morning, but we got all our shit with us. So me and my roommate are trying to consolidate all of our shit into easier to maneuver baggage. And so we get to the Luna after we're done. It's 9:30-ish when we get to the Luna. There's no rooms available. So we had to sign into the kiosk and say we're going to BI, which is Budget Inn. So then luckily we get all of our shit outside. We're waiting for a shuttle to come. A shuttle comes by. We were like, hey, can you take us to Budget? Budget is literally right up the road. So we get to the Budget. We have to stand outside to check in, which is fucking shady already. The guy doesn't even seem like he's happy to be there, which is always fun. But really, at this point, nobody gives a fuck. I just saw another Stevens shuttle show up. I heard there was like 14 people waiting for rooms earlier. They're just overloading these places. Like, they knew that we were coming back for grad class. There's 22 people in our class. We should have priority over the fucking new guys, right? We put our time in already. We passed our CDL test. We've been on the road. We're ready to get done. So, no, that's not the case. We didn't get off as early as some of the people in training, so we had to go to the Budget Inn. So luckily, my roommate, he is going to come pick me up in the morning and take me to class. So we'll have to see how that works out. Not a good day. It was, grad class is fucking boring, of course, but it's over with. We only have one more day. Pass my test tomorrow, which is a road test, and yay, my washer's done. Road test and some fucking pre-trip evaluation or something, and then we have to do a survey, which I'll turn that in. But yeah, we'll see what happens tomorrow. But almost done. Truck assignments on Wednesday, and I'll meet my DM, so I'll probably be in a better mood then because I'll be going home. Anyways, I'll hit you out tomorrow, I suppose. Day 2 of sitting on my ass, waiting for my truck. They still pay you, which is nice, but I'm not making as much as I could be unless I was running a truck. If I was running a truck, I wouldn't have this issue. So they want us to come to the yard every day at about 10 o'clock and wait for a text, call, or email, which we can do from anywhere, really. But I guess they feel like it's easier for us to just be here on the yard when we get those so that we can come and do the inspection, the pre-trip on the truck, and then get cleared for dispatch so that we can get our first load and head home or go do your runs, whatever you want to do. But I'm going to take my home time. I've been gone from home for too damn long, and I'm aching for some home time and see my babies and my wife and all that shit. So one of the guys I was in class with that graduated 1 day earlier than me, he just said check your email. He must have gotten it. I'm waiting for him to come out so I can ask him what the hell's going on. But I'm at the driver's lounge on the yard here in Dallas, and I'm waiting for a text or call. I just tried to rent out one of the cars for an hour. I've been waiting for about an hour since I signed the paper. Both of them are here, and all the names on the list were crossed off. But in order to rent the car, you have to go to Central Clearance, and you have to sign a paper. You also have to have your badge, and you have to have your CDL license to rent the car out for that hour. And then you can take it wherever the hell you want as long as you bring it back within the hour. No U-turns in it. You can get fired if you do a U-turn in that car. Any Stevens property, no U-turns. That's the policy. But yeah, so despite fucking trucks. Where's the camera? Oh, it's blocked by my hand. There's all these fucking trucks out here, and it wraps to yourself. Why don't I have a truck? Why don't you get a truck when you grad? Because for one, those trucks belong to people. They already belong to people, and they're on home time or whatever. There's a lot less trucks here than there were when I got here on Sunday, and it is now Friday. So yeah, they got to work on your truck or fix them, and they're going to give you grad fleet trucks
which are high miles, high problems. They want to make sure that you can run before they give you a decent or good truck. So keep that in mind. Another thing is there's a lot of sitting around and waiting on Stevens. The grad class was boring. You do a backing maneuver, you do a group session PTI on an older truck that's a standard, so you can't start it, and then the trailer's all fucked up. Like, I mean, it's fucked up, way fucked up. But you get a sheet of paper and you mark off all the things that are bad, mark good things that are good, and you can work as a group, because you're going to be doing that while you're waiting for one of 2 trucks doing backing maneuvers, which is a truck stop type parking maneuver. 2 trailers are set up, and barrels are set up the same way as the trailers. You have to come up around those trucks, turn, and then come up around again, position yourself to do basically like a little 45 into the truck stop without hitting the barrels or the trailers, or you'll fail. Be sure you get out and look anytime you pull forward, even if it's an inch. If you pull that truck forward, you need to get out or you'll fail, and you'll have to come back the next day and take it again. PTI is pretty straightforward. You just do a PTI, and then you do a driving test, which is a pain in the ass right now because there's a lot of construction going on. Make sure you watch your following distance. Make sure that you don't hit any curbs with your steer tires. They have a problem with the steer tires hitting curbs. People say it's real life here. If your trailer tires hit the curb, then it's going to happen, but you need to do it safely. And then watch your red lights. Don't get caught with if that light turns yellow while you can see it, then you pretty much failed, because your trailer's going to be in the ass end of that intersection during the red light. So be sure you get past it. But anyways, I'll update you guys when I have my truck. This is taking a lot longer than I expected because we were waiting for a fucking truck. There's another 20 people inside waiting for their truck too. So I don't know how long it's going to be, but hopefully soon I'll be able to get my truck and get the fuck out of here, because I was so excited to be here and get off the truck with my trainer, which I need to tell y'all a story about that if I haven't already. I think I might have. Yeah, I believe I did when I got my room at the Luna. But yeah, I got pissed on, basically. I sat in some pee-pee. Luckily, it wasn't poo-poo. But anyways, I will hit y'all up in the next video. All right, let's look at Bertha. Here she is in all her glory. Put her up here. Turn the accessory on. She's good though. She's got everything she needs. I just moved in. Oh Jesus! Turn that down. Give me a little Kenworth. All right. So here's where I'm gonna keep all my stuff. A little slot for change and other crap that I'll probably have a lot of stuff up there soon. My little air horn thing right here. I got some storage all around everywhere. All right. Turn the lights on. Oh look, that's cool, man. It's got a red light. That's fucking neat. I didn't even... Man, that smells good. Anyways, alright, let's move on to the back. Get all this shit out of the way. My dinner's down there. Alright. Now, here we go. This is where I'm gonna sleep. I got stuff charging. I got sleeping bag. Jesus. I got like a little tray to eat, and when I'm ready to sleep, I could just move it on out like this. I can use it as a laptop holder or whatever. And then a bunch of 12-volt ports everywhere. I got a mount for my TV. There's 12-volt up there, 12-volt port, 12-volt whatever. Microwave goes here. What's that? Oh, that's my charger. Yep, this is a little area. I don't know where I'm gonna stick my fridge, but I will find a place for it. Don't worry. Down here is another storage area with some shelving type things, which is where the fridge should go, but whatever. Got some cubbies in here. My shower stuff, I'll probably find another place for that. Another cubby for stuff to store, and then my last cubby here. It has little storage areas up here, and then here, and then, you know, when I'm ready to, you know, I don't know why I would need the mirror, but maybe later or something. Of course, the essentials go in this one right here. Things are charging. My Thermo King and stuff to keep it cool back here. Here's the bed. And then, of course, when the kids get old enough, boom, there's a bed up top too. I'll probably store some shit up there.
I don't know where I'm gonna put all my bags and stuff yet, but I'm probably gonna unload them and then I'll stick them up here and keep them in that little thing back there. Yep, here we go. Let's go ahead and go outside. We're gonna go outside and then we'll look at Bertha's exterior. How about that? Y'all already saw how tall I am, about 6'1". So me standing next to the truck, it's a beast. There's Bertha. She's a little being banged up. You know, she's at the end of her lifespan. I'm gonna run her into the ground basically. She's gonna get sold after I get 400,000 miles on her, which at the rate that I plan on running, I'm gonna get 50 grand. I'm gonna get 50,000 miles before my grad fleet's up. I'm gonna aim for that. That's what my goal is. So she's very, very dirty. I actually need to go fuel her up too. I might do that tonight. I don't know why I have a 2x4. Got my load locks. It came with the broom. I'm actually happy about that because those things are fucking expensive. Everything looks good. I mean, everything looks dirty, but everything looks good. APU's up under the passenger side. My fifth wheel's nice and greased up, and my tires look really good. They got well over DOT recommended. There's no cuts or bulges or abrasions, and everything looks good. So there's the tour of Bertha. I've already got my load ready. I'm about to go check on my trailer, and I deliver to Waco tomorrow. So I'm gonna go look for my trailer and eat dinner, do some laundry, take a shower, and then go to bed, wake up, and then go to Waco, and I finally get to come home after 3 grueling months of all this. This is finally here. After 3 months, Daddy's finally coming home. All right, y'all take care.